Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have F1 fans with us. We have Shashank from Vizag, we have Kiran from Hyderabad, and we have
Hello.
Ritesh from. Hey people, how are you doing? Hope you are doing well, right?
Yeah, we good, bro. How are you?
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Actually, yeah. So you people might be very excited about watching out the season starters, like two pre are over,
yeah.
the Bahrain pre and that Emilia Romagna pre. How are you guys feeling? Like, what are your thoughts? Like, I want to know about like how and when did you start following F1? Because people in India are not familiar too much about that. We don't find so much fans following for F1. So I would like to know from you guys, like starting from Shashank, like when did you start watching F1 and who is your favorite team?
Back then, I started watching F1 during the times of Sebastian Vettel is in Ferrari. So
Okay.
before that, I used to watch a little bit, but after slowly I changed into Mercedes fan. Now I'm a fan of Lewis Hamilton. I started
Oh,
following completely from 2012 or something.
okay. That's quite natural, right? Louis Hamilton. Most
Yeah, Lewis
people who
Hamilton.
follow F1.
Yeah.
Okay. Over to you, Ritesh. What about you?
I last I remember. See, I live in Delhi, so the first time Formula One came to India, they organized their race in Delhi, and it was a blast because nobody expected what will happen, how the track will evolve, what is going to be. People aren't familiar with Formula One. That is true, but the sport eventually came up because it started in Delhi and people started getting familiar with what is happening, how the cars move, who is on the top. So that's how I came to know about Formula One back in 2012 or 13, I guess. I was in my college, and Formula One team came, the organizers of Formula team, and they established this uh, virtual Grand Prix. You guys have these stimulators, and they placed it in front of our college gate, and they said, "Okay, go and try." So I sat there and I drove a Red Bull because obviously I was familiar with Sebastian Vettel winning a number of Grand Prix with it.
Yeah.
So I drove the stimulator and then it was there. I thought, okay, Formula One is something I would love to follow. Of course, I cannot pursue a career in it because it's such a glamorous sport. Definitely it's something which excited me. And also the season starters you talked about. I was a bit disappointed because the Australian Grand Prix could not be held. It was supposed to be a great season starter because last year also we didn't have the Australian Grand Prix.
Yeah.
And it's a city circuit. It's not like a proper stadium kind of a thing where it's a closed environment. It's a city circuit, so much more closer racing, much better way to start a career season. I would suggest.
So you are a Red Bull fan, right? So
No, I'm a Ferrari fan.
Ferrari fan. Oh, great Ferrari fan.
I
Okay.
will always be a Ferrari fan. Yes,
Okay.
Sebastian Vettel drove for Red Bull, but then he switched to Ferrari because of the talent he had.
Now he has switched.
Ferrari Ferrari takes me back to the thing like the name
The name,
which you all will be quite familiar with, Michael Schumacher. Like he
yes.
also drove for Ferrari, right? So in our
Michael
book,
Schumacher.
People only know
Messi.
Michael Schumacher, but then there is Felipe Massa, Kimi Raikkonen, then Fernando Alonso. Everyone wants to drive a Ferrari. It is
Yeah.
something which you cannot ignore, and it will be there for next 50 to 70 years. I am
But then
sure
Great.
about that.
he ended his career with Mercedes Benz.
But
So
that is because he got so much fame from Ferrari that then he said, okay, I will try and help
Got
Mercedes to get some credit, some
no.
okay.
achievement, to get
He
some
got over
achievement in Formula One.
very
See,
Begin.
Ferrari dominated the pre-hybrid era, right? The
yeah,
hybrid era is somewhat started, and Mercedes are taking a leap. I cannot say
yeah,
that they have dominated it. Wait for a second. You have McLaren, you have Ferrari coming up, you have Renault coming up. You just wait, and you have Alpha Tauri coming up. So
Yeah,
just hold on a sec,
in
and
this
you will see a tough competition. Don't worry.
in the years, it's us who are
I
dominating.
think I think McLaren could become the next Ferrari.
Okay.
No, you cannot say McLaren could become the next Ferrari. McLaren will become McLaren because McLaren had also are championship winners. But all you can say is Ferrari is Ferrari. You can't compare with anyone else.
I know it's a legend, but it's getting old now.
It is. The most number of titles, the most number of driver championships. What
used to
else
be-
do you want?
Now it's in the midfield section, right?
I have nothing to
what
say
I-
because I'm a Red Bull fan. I'm a Red Bull fan. I can't say anything. It's okay.
He came
That's
to the
okay.
top.
Yeah,
Now it's Merck and Red Bull is in the competition, and Ferrari is somewhere down the lane.
No, you
Okay.
can't say Merck and Red Bull are in competition. You have McLaren on your toes. So it's a peculiar season. See, we were expecting a new set of cars this year. It didn't happen. The teams have gone back to the same cars, same set of cars with some new regulations. So all we are expecting is a similar kind of performance from the teams which took place last year. So it's just a continuation of last season, just some more races. So just hold on your horses and wait for the next season. That will be much better because the new set of cars, new tires, and everything will change.
In the
Okay,
future,
great. So Kiran,
Wait,
what about you?
I mean, back
Kiran.
in 2013, yeah. I mean, during that Sebastian Vettel era, basically.
Okay.
One thing we can agree is that everyone is a Sebastian Vettel fan.
Yeah.
Somewhat or not. We all are Sebastian. We are familiar with Formula One due to Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, exactly.
Would really change during his era. That's it.
He did not change. I think it's because
But
the dominance Sebastian Vettel had on Formula One pre-hybrid era, that proves the quality of driver he is. Yes, it is. See, Formula One is a very fast sport. You have to make quick decisions. You have to your responses have to be very quick. So with age, your response is weak. They do weaken up. That is the reason why you see people like Fernando Alonso or Kimi Raikkonen are not as great as they were in the past, but they do perform quite well nowadays as compared to the age.
Okay, this is great to hear from you guys. Let's talk about the Portuguese Prix then. Yeah. So how excited are you? We are we have started a season on a high, two close neck to neck finishes, and especially the second Emiliano Romagna Prix, like this.
Emilia.
Hamilton. Hamilton was out, he drifted away from the track into the granular part, and still he got back. I thought it's over for the race is over for him. Still he fought from ninth. He finished the second. Finished
but
the second.
still.
Yeah. So
That's very
I want to ask something from Shashank. Shashank.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are these Silver Arrows planning to stop Verstappen this time?
We got the record there. It's 1 minute 18 seconds. We got the last year's. It's a roller coaster ride. Basically, the track has ups and downs and all. Again, I sure hope that we will get this year too. Because
You were lucky because you got a red flag. If you hadn't got a red flag, then Lewis Hamilton wouldn't even finish in the top 10.
Doesn't matter. Everyone's tire is slippery in the track. We have.
It was. I'm just telling you. The red flag benefited.
Doesn't matter.
The Silver Arrows.
GP is all that matters, isn't it?
See. You can praise Lewis Hamilton as much as you want, but every driver makes mistakes. He's a 7-time world champion, and he did a mistake trying to go on a better part of the circuit. He drifted away. It was due to Valtteri Bottas and George Russell's that he got a benefit. He stayed in the track. He got his wing changed without having go for any other longer pit stop. He got an advantage. The race restarted. Obviously, the pace and the construction Mercedes has, they will gain eventually on the rest of the people.
You could say
But they did not catch Max Verstappen. they did not catch Max Verstappen.
He came back from 9 to 2nd.
See, that is what I'm trying to tell you. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not the, what do you say, Hamilton's. I agree with the skill set and everything, but he got an advantage over there.
Of course.
I think Kiran will agree to it.
The red flags, yellow flags.
Kiran will obviously agree to me. Shashank won't agree because obviously it's not blood that flows inside Shashank, it's Mercedes fuel engine that flows inside. Yeah, so he would not agree.
Yeah.
Okay, there is a little bit of luck, maybe. That's it. That's an advantage.
It's not luck. It's not luck. It's just undue advantage you got.
Okay, so Ritesh, I want to know important part for our viewers from you about F1. Yeah. So please, can you tell our viewers about which team is better at which part of this, like which sector in the F1?
See, it all depends upon circuit to circuit. We used to understand Formula One in certain ways. Ferrari used to have a speed, pace, whatever you call it, in the straighter parts of the circuit. So if you look at a Formula One circuit, you can see the circuit is designed in such a way that it is almost equal to every single constructor over there. So the sector one, the circuit is divided into 3 sectors. The sector one is much more straight. So the cars which have less downforce are able to gain speed on that part. So sector 2 is mostly you have all the corners, the high speed corners, the low speed corners, where eventually Mercedes are gaining for last couple of seasons, I guess. Not, I can't say dominating, but yeah, gaining I can say. If you cannot say dominating, okay.
Then you don't always compare. No, Ferrari is it's always in the backside. If you're noticing it, they're not even.
If a lion and a horse takes a back step, doesn't mean that they're falling behind. It just they're just taking a back step to come back more stronger and harder. I think if a Ferrari
need to have a bigger leap to come back forth with the front leap.
You can say anything you want. Everyone said about Ferrari. Everyone just, I mean, whatever people say bad about Ferrari, because they hate Ferrari for the success.
For the success?
You can. If there's success. Oh, you have to find. You want to find success? Go to Wikipedia and search the number of constructors in the driver championship Ferrari has won. You will find it. You will find you won't find success. You will find heritage over there.
I mean, at any point of that is like that glory has to fail.
Yeah, actually, this part
it's not falling. It's just things are changing. It's just things are changing. Ferrari are taking time to adapt that change. That's it.
Okay.
There was no Mercedes. There was no Mercedes until Lewis Hamilton came to Mercedes. Agreed.
Yeah, back then it was a struggling team. Yeah.
Exactly. Everyone criticized Lewis Hamilton to join Mercedes. What mistake are you making? Coming out from McLaren to join Mercedes, it was a big risk Lewis Hamilton took.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that gamble paid off.
It did. I agree with that. I completely agree. But if you see Mercedes, it's only Lewis Hamilton who's performing. So the second driver is not able to be a teammate. He's just a driver of Mercedes. He's not a teammate of a Mercedes driver. If you see,
we call silver arrows, not a silver arrow. So it
is a silver arrow because it is driven by Mercedes. It is driven by Lewis Hamilton only.
Because the team gives him a little advantage because he has to be in the championships. Bottas is
if you look at the timings, if you look at the timings between Hamilton and Bottas,
does really better.
If you see the timings between Hamilton and Bottas, what you can observe over there is it's hardly a difference of couple of seconds. So
Yeah,
you don't let
actually,
you don't let you don't you no in Sochi back in 2017 or 18 you wouldn't have stopped Valtteri Bottas to let Hamilton pass just because to gain the to secure the championship league.
It's always the part of the
ac-
game. You have to
It
actually,
do
is
it.
not.
He said it is
Bottas,
part
You,
of
you,
the game.
you,
It's a part
Bottas
of
you just
tactic.
favor you just favor Sir Lewis Hamilton.
actually, Bottas finished second last time in the Portuguese
Yeah.
Prix, right? Yeah,
You just have
they
to
both
you just have to give Bottas some chance.
yeah, he might be getting this time because they both are experienced, Hamilton and Bottas, and same goes for Red Bull drivers as well.
Yeah,
Perez and
Red Bull.
Verstappen are now well experienced. So this brings me to Kiran. He's been quiet
Yeah.
for a while and enjoying the two of you talking and fighting it out. And yeah,
He's my
okay,
rival.
yeah, actually. So bring
You
him in
guys
the
are
game.
rivals. You guys are rivals. I am above the game. So just
No,
you
I'm
can
not.
fight. You
Okay,
can
let's
fight.
see.
It's your rivalry. I am a legend. Just
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Kiran, this is
Okay.
the first time in the hybrid era, Red Bull have given so much fight to Mercedes, like in the starting of the championship. So, what do you think is this time the different from the other seasons? Like, what is the advantage for Red Bull this time?
Red Bull, you gotta make some noise.
I mean, every year I keep expectation like Max is going to win in this year, like every year since
Okay.
2 years, like when Honda came into the scene.
This year, the Honda is working pretty well.
This
compared
time,
to
I think we are going to win it.
I think it's more like what Red Bull has learned from previous seasons. They have the capacity, they understand the game properly. And also the thing with Red Bull is they are at par, not at par, I can say a slightly below at par. What they need to do is strategize properly and understand the race and try to evolve in race and not just by helping Max Verstappen rather than
I was about to
moving
say that.
towards the other. Yeah, I'm so sorry. What?
I was about to say that because they always keep pushing Max to the front and leave the other.
Because obviously we understand Formula One well. Because the case over here is there's one driver in every team who does exceptionally well compared to the driver number two.
The team is made for that. That's why they call
No,
it
the
driver.
team is not made for that. The team is made for winning the number of constructor championship points. So if you have a good two set of good drivers like Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton, you will win a lot of points.
I don't like that pair, Nico Rosberg and Lewis. He don't play fair.
See, I'm telling you, Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, Michael Schumacher, they've won exceptional races.
Michael
You
Schumacher.
cannot deny that. You cannot deny that. That's the point with Red Bull. That's the point with Red Bull. Red Bull with Daniel Ricciardo and Max Verstappen didn't work. Red Bull with
It didn't work.
yeah, I mean the rivalry got so much serious that they lost the team spirit. That's the key part. You need to help each other. I think the reason why this season McLaren will do much better than any other teams because they have this friendship and rivalry thing inside the team where even if one driver is not able to perform, the other driver will take over and get the number of points he's not able to get it. The driver number two is not able to get it. That is quite evident in the Portugal race or the Italian race.
Yeah, they have a young lad and experienced driver like Daniel Ricciardo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't take rivalry so much seriously that they start fighting on the track. They will understand the car composition and everything. That's how, okay, I am not able to perform. I don't have the pace. I let my teammate go ahead.
Yeah, they understand that pretty well and they're gonna move accordingly.
Exactly.
With the two race, we had neck to neck finish. So this time, it's like I want to know from Ritesh, like who is your pick for this time in the Portuguese Prix?
Portuguese Prix, I guess P1 would be Max Verstappen, P2 will be Lewis Hamilton, and P3 Sergio Perez.
Oh, so Red Bull
Yeah.
dominating.
Red Bull will be dominating the Portuguese.
Thank you.
Where is the Ferrari?
I'm telling you now, the Ferrari is just observing what the kids are doing. Just letting the, it's just letting them play. It's just having. See, Enzo Ferrari once said that people need downforce because they cannot manufacture a good car. You
Michael
need
Schumacher
downforce.
also said that records are meant to be broken. So don't you
It
want
does
to
not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. Point is, you have a car in the hybrid era, which is good. I would say, which is good. But you just wait. The hybrid era is evolving. Once it reaches its peak stage, then you understand. Okay, certain number of drivers, certain number of cars will outperform.
Let's see, like whether this will be a one step forward for Max Verstappen towards his first championship, or will Hamilton take a leap over Verstappen and take world record for the 8th title, which like now he is on level with Schumacher, so he will be hoping to achieve this. Yeah, so let's wait for the Prix to come, and thank you guys for joining me. It was pleasure to have you. There's hard times for India now, so please be safe, stay at home. It's for you and for all your viewers out watching us. So take care. So thanks for watching, people. Do like, share, subscribe our channel, and do follow us on our social media handles right there.
Subscribe, man.
Bye-bye.
Subscribe.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.